What's up, man? It's your boy Wise Guy FX, and today I'm finna tell y'all about my story, how I started trading, right, in 2020. So this how this went, right? So I'm on Instagram, I see this chick, and she promoting it. Like a lot of people promoting it around this time, you know, IML Academy. So she promoting it, and as she promoting it, I'm like, damn, like she gotta be doing something, right? So I DM her, whoop the whoop, she get my number, boom, she called me. Then this how this phone call went. I can't really tell you the whole conversation, but when she said this really got my attention. She was like, I made 3 bands. And I'm like, you made 3 bands? How long? She was like, a month. I was like, how much you put in? I think she said like 300. So I was like, God dang. Like, shit, I'm trying to get into that too. So when she said that, I'm like, all right, so I'm finna do it. So as I get into the academy, you know, IML Academy, it was like $200 a month. So I paid my $200 for that month, not no other times though. So I paid my $200 for that month, and I got the basics of the information, right? So I took the basics and I like just expanded it. I tried to learn as much as I could because I had 1 month. You know what I'm saying? So I'm learning the basics, And then like I get into like the IML Academy, they had like these groups and stuff, they had these meetings. So as I'm in the meeting, like I think they looking at the charts or something, and I like pointed out something like an entry or something. They was like, oh, BJ got it, he got it, BJ got it. I'm like, yeah, they gonna do that, boy. So as they do that, time goes on, and I'm like, shit, we trading or what? Like I'm in the signal group and stuff, but it seemed like things ain't going right. So I'm like, all right, man, I'm finna just do my own thing. You know, she blowing me up. Did you get anybody to sign up? I'm like, I ain't saying nothing. You get what I'm saying? So I ain't say nothing to her. So I ain't never get back with her. But I do appreciate you, boss lady. See what I'm saying? But one thing I will say is after that, what happened? Took trading on my own. So I'm like, you know what? I'm finna just do this on my own, man. I'm finna do this on my own. And then I found out about paying for signals, right? So as I'm paying for signals, like this is what I'm gonna tell y'all. If you don't have no discipline with your trading, signals ain't gonna work. Really, honestly, I don't think you should take signals. Well, let me take that back. You should take signals if you, I'm gonna leave that up to you, man. You know what I'm saying? But make a long story short, I started taking signals. And when I was taking signals, I didn't have the discipline as a trader. So I was like losing money. But at the same time, though, I was like seeing like money. You get what I'm saying? Like I have $100 and I turn it to like $400. But then watch it go right back to $100. You get what I'm saying? It was a real emotional roller coaster for me in the beginning for like the first year, I would say the first year, you know. So yeah, I'm taking the signals, boom, taking the signals, and it ain't really go out right, man. Like I'm like, damn, this ain't gonna work. So Corona hit around 2020. So when Corona hit, you know, this around time I got my first apartment. So when Corona hit, I'm trying to just strictly trade to pay my bills. I'm in that mindset, that mode, like, man, this gonna pay the bills right here. So as I'm doing that, my girl, she ended up getting a job. She's like, I'm gonna do what I got to do. You know what I'm saying? She still believe in me, but she like, I'm gonna do what I got to do, hold it down. You know, me, I'm just like, I'm gonna trade to get the money. So I remember in the summertime, I'll never forget this. I was right by the pool, and I had like $300 in my account, and I turned the 300 into 1,100, and I was able to pay some bills. I was happy as hell. I was like, you know what, man, I'm full-time trader, man. I ain't never finna, man can't tell me nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? So, make a long story short, you know what happened to that? Blew it. $300 can't pay all your goddamn bills, you know? And so when that happened, I blew the account, boom, lost my live account. Then I found out about FTMO. So when I found out about FTMO, I was like, okay, I think I'm a 50K. Yeah, y'all gonna give me 50K and y'all gonna cover the losses and everything. Okay, cool. I just gotta pass this test. Cool. So I spent from the summertime in 2020 all the way till Christmas 2020. I spent all that time trying to pass this test. Now this goes back to the signals. I was trying to pass the test with the signals. You get what I'm saying? So I ended up passing a 25K. I almost got 100K, but I lost it. But I got the 25K in like December. And I actually got like the actual live trading money account in like February. I was able to do it. But in December, I was in the process of like passing it. You know, so I had a job, this icon job, and assembling golf carts, and I called off. You know, I had to go to the bank, register my business. I guess brain like that or whatever, so I got fired. So when I got fired, I was like, you know what, I'm finna go back full-time trading. So this after me working a job for like 6 months and then trying to pass this FTMO test. So as I'm trying to pass the FTMO test, I ended up getting a 25K, and then I went full-time trading because my job fired me because I got 25K. I'm like, all right, I can pay my bills with this. Nah, it didn't happen like that. I didn't know how to trade on my own. You get what I'm saying? I was still taking signals and I didn't have no discipline really. I really don't even know how I passed the 25K. I just, you get what I'm saying? But I ended up losing the 25K, and you know, this around like tax season, like January time. My girl, she got her taxes and all, so when she get her taxes, I get some money from her to like take some more tests. I took like a 200K, then I took 100K, then I took a 25K. Man, I was just blowing them back to back. But then I got a 50K. Then when I got a 50K, I ended up passing it. But what's gonna surprise you about this part is when I got the 50K test, I was at the last part to where I was at the part to where anything I make, I keep 70% of, not 80. It's 80 now, but it was 70 then. So I was at that part, and my girl ended up taking over my account when I was asleep because I was in drawdown. I was like, you know what? I stayed up all night. I'm in drawdown. I'm finna just go to the bed and sleep. So my girl come to the room. She like, babe, I just messed up the account. I'm like, what you mean you just messed up the account? Because I put the account in her name. I don't know why I did that, but she felt like she can, you know, so she lost the account. So when she lost the account, I'm like, what the? So now I had to go back and get a job. So this around like May 2021, May. So I get a job. I end up going to like this car wash place. I left there the first day. I ain't like it. Then I got a job at Nissan. Then when I got a job at Nissan, I was waiting for my tax return from the business that I had with my mom to come in. I had a check come in. It was like $2,000. So that check came in. It was $2,000. Man, look here. This story right here, yeah. When this check came in, I ended up leaving Nissan. And when the $2,000 came in, that's when I didn't trade with signals with that $2,000. I actually traded on my own. And that's when I seen like, okay, yeah, you good at this shit, right? Cause I was making like $200 a day. I told myself I just wanted like $500 a week, you know, but I was making like $200 a day. So it'd be times like I made like $500 a week, and it'd be times I made like $1,000 a week. So then as I'm going on and on with that, I'm continuing with that and I'm staying consistent. But I'm like, let me get a job, just, you know, throw off some bills or whatever, so I ain't got to just put all my money from trading to my bills. So I got a little job, and I just stayed consistent with that. And then with the prop firms, you know, I still like, I don't really care for the prop firms because the psychology part with the prop firm thing is like, okay, you got to get the 10%, then you got to get the 5%. Like, nah, I can't do it. I took that same psychology and reversed it and applied it to my own money. Like, okay, if I'm gonna be working this hard to pass y'all test, I'm gonna create a test for myself. So when I apply the same energy that I put towards y'all test towards my own capital, yeah, I'm gonna take off because I don't need y'all. I need my goddamn self. You get what I'm saying? I had to think for myself. So I think that was the best thing I did, was reverse that psychology that I had towards the FTMO and put it towards my own trading. But yeah, 2021 summertime, that's when I learned how to really trade on my own. No training wheels or nothing, no signals, no nothing. And then like by like 2020 came, really I remember 2021, In November, that was a good month for me. I remember like I made like $1,000 in one day. That was a real good month, boy. A lot of people I knew was going through it around that month too. Not me, but I was getting it, boy. You know what I'm saying? Bought me a pair of Jordans and all, but I was happy as hell. But yeah, I would say it probably took me like a year to get good at trading. By like a year and 6 months. Yeah, a year and 6 months. But I will say you still gonna face like certain difficulties. Like you gonna have greed. You know, I went through all the emotions behind it, armpit sweating while you in the middle of a trade, you not knowing whether you should exit or enter, and all this over complicated way of thinking towards trading. I've been through all of that, you know, and that's basically what my videos are going to be based on, mostly like the psychology behind it. I'm big on psychology even before trading. I'm able to talk to somebody and tell them what type of patterns they need to change in their life or whatnot. You get what I'm saying? So trading was nothing to me. I just had to change myself, and that's when trading got better for me and actually started to benefit me. But yeah, that's been my journey. And going on 2022 right now, going to 2023 soon. I hope and plan to be one of the biggest names in this industry. You know, I want to be big. You know, I came up watching like Q Banks, Ty Millionaire, Maximum Profits, J-Tape Profits, a lot of people. You know, I started out in Trader's Way 2020. You know, I started out with Hugo's Way. You know, I remember all of it. I love the journey though from it. I love everything that came with this. You know, I love it all. But this just an introduction video for y'all to get to know just my story. I only been in this for 3 years. You get what I'm saying? So just imagine where I'd be in 10. You know, not just where I'd be, but I want to help people get further than where I want to be. You know what I'm saying? I want to help others. I want to help y'all see our way through this. I want to coach a lot of people. I'm talking about, I want to be big, but I want everybody else to be big with me. You get what I'm saying? I want people to learn from what I say and be bigger than me. That's my mentality. You get what I'm saying? I didn't get good at trading until I started thinking about, you know what? How can I simplify the information that comes from this game and teach somebody else? That's when it started clicking for me. When I had a hunger to learn it so bad so I can teach it to others. That's when everything started clicking for me in trading. And I'm just saying that because look, that'll take away a lot of greed. You know, I got a Telegram, which you can hit the link below. Later on, hit the link below for my Telegram, you know, for signals and stuff. I don't charge for signals, you know, but with the Telegram, even with me starting that, I just recently started that, I had to actually take accountability, calling out trades, you know. Okay, let me not get in too early or this, you get what I'm saying? Let me call out a good enough trade so everybody can win, you know. So that's always been my mindset. Not always, but it just transformed it to that, you know, in a short period of time. But yeah, man, it's an introduction video, and I ain't gonna say y'all gonna get to know me the most from this video, but in other videos that I put out, y'all gonna get to know me a lot. And yeah, we gonna have a good run. We gonna have a good run, man. But other than that, I appreciate y'all for giving me your time and attention. You know, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. You know, I appreciate it, man. But hey, man, it's your boy Wise Guy checking in, man. And I appreciate all the love and attention, anything, support, everything, man. I appreciate it all, man. And we gonna stay consistent and profitable, man. For real.